Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We've asked you here to reveal our exciting new home for the 2454 community, which we are calling the Yas Creative Hub. This is a development that not only is set to double the size of a thriving creative sector, but will forever change the industry here as we know it. As we migrate from a resource to a knowledge-based economy, the media sector has been identified as one of the key pillars of Abu Dhabi's vision for the future. Abu Dhabi is already home to some of the leading content creation companies from the region and around the world. They see Abu Dhabi as a welcoming place where they realize their creative and corporate visions. The UAE has never been a country that stood still, and we are constantly evolving. This is why we built a new creative hub, offering our large and diverse community of skilled professionals a space to grow and nurture their businesses and careers. We have spent the last 2 years designing and building a home that will deliver on this vision, both for our partners as well as attracting creative entrepreneurs from around the world. That home is the Yas Creative Hub. The Creative Hub will bring to life core essence of Abu Dhabi's media and creative ecosystem, igniting creativity and sparking motivation thinking. It will connect our partners with more than 6,000 like-minded individuals, as well as hundreds of companies, both regional and from around the world. As a result of the pandemic, we've been able to design and build the office of tomorrow, not the offices of yesterday. So the Creative Hub will be an agile destination that offers flexibility to create workplaces that suit every business and every individual, and work the way that they want to work in this new world that we've entered, for better or worse. It features a connected campus, sustainable landscape design, custom-built offices, on-campus studios, production and post-production facilities, and indoor filming locations. A dedicated community hub for freelancers with communal workspaces, and a state-of-the-art gaming hub providing a home for the next generation of the industry. It'll be home to a powerful cluster of media industry giants as well, including CNN and Unity Technologies. This will harness a nonstop access to technology, content, talent, and most importantly, new mentors that will help guide the development of future creators and in their careers. It will also be the cornerstone of the multi-billion dirham Yas Bay development, transforming the waterfront location into a thriving and sustainable development. I'm delighted that you were able to join us today, and because we are officially just 1 year away from the opening of the Yas Creative Hub. And I'm delighted to be sharing a look ahead to see just what the future holds for our industry. And I can't wait to see you there.
Thank you, Michael. I am Mahal Janebi, Director of Real Estate Development, speaking to you live from the Yasi Creative Hub construction site. And as you can see around me, we are very close to completing phase 1 of our new home, the home of media and entertainment in Abu Dhabi. I'm very excited for today and for the information that we're gonna share it with you about our project. The Yas Creative Hub is located in the multi-billion dirhams Yas Bay development, and just across the road from the Hilton Hotel, from the new waterfront and Etihad Arena. The new home has fiber connectivity with Etihad Arena directly that allow for any future broadcast from the arena itself. Yas Creative Hub is also a home to a large external amphitheater and communal town hall that will create ideal platform for large events and community activities. The hub has been built to bring the creative community together under one unique media and entertainment infrastructure. The Creative Hub was designed by MZ Architects, the creator of Eldar HQ, and developed by Eldar. The design elements combine the local Emirati heritage and the vision for tomorrow. We are developing to Abu Dhabi 2.9 million square foot of media purpose-built development that will host over 16,000 professionals at the time of completion. The new home has 5 towers. The building design includes elevation technique to create shaded area that will allow people engage, socialize, and work, of course. The entire walkable campus is connected with the public transportation in addition of over 4,000 above and underground car parking. The new home has large indoor and outdoor facilities that can provide ideal platform for community activities and events. It's worth to mention that our new home will have above 28,000 square foot accessible top roofs spaces good for events. Of course, in addition to that, we will have outdoor large LED screens and projectors. Situated in the Media Boulevard at the time of opening and operation, our campus is gonna be operate with 6 retails, 7 F&Bs, fitness center, and much more. I would like also to mention that our campus is designed with sustainable operations practice. So we are targeting 2 Pearl rating under the Istidama building rating system. The campus includes high-end studio facilities with height of above 15 meters. And this is to allow all type and kind of the broadcast equipment and sets. Of course, this is an additional of the flexible design that allows expandable walls. So for example, in this studio, you can use it as a huge live audience set, or you can shrink it to one room for the smaller production. Of course, this is an additional of the glazed wall studio, and this will allow you view to the plaza. Also, the campus includes spots offers a view to the Yas Island. The Yas Creative Hub will be a community like no other, developed to connect our partners, spark innovative thinking, and bring a special lifestyle to our network. I can't wait to welcome you all to our new home next year.
Thank you so much, Maha, for that great update. What an incredible structure, what incredible design, and what an incredible moment to be able to share it with all of you here today. And to be honest, it wouldn't be possible without all of you. We are the industry that's creating this hub, this home. More than a decade ago, we started with just a handful of partners, many of whom are with us today. And now we've created a community of 6,000 like-minded individuals, all growing and thriving in this hub. Our community's always been our number one priority throughout this process. We've worked tirelessly to create the soft and hard infrastructure that you need for your business to thrive. We've applied that same mission when developing Yas Campus. We held town halls, we spoke to you individually on panels. Every bit of your feedback throughout our constant relationship and developing communication channels has been added to the design and construction and curation of this incredible campus. This is 2454's campus, but it's also your campus. You created it. We are merely here to facilitate and support your business needs. You asked us for more communal spaces, so we've got a dedicated town hall area for you, and outdoor amphitheatre as well to suit any of your needs. You asked for more creative spaces. Who doesn't like a creative space? We built a brand new community hub that is dedicated base for freelancers, Creative Lab, Arab Film Studio participants to let their creativity flow. And of course, we've made sure this campus is connected, both physically and digitally. We can now walk to each other. We don't have to drive to go and see each other. And we also made sure that we've got 5G connectivity and really easy parking and lots of it. Now you've already seen and heard from us why we think Yas Creative Hub will change our industry. I think the term's been used game-changing by my friend Gina. But don't just take our word for it. Today, we're joined by 3 of our fantastic partners, some who've been with us for almost since the beginning. I'd like to welcome Natalie Habib, Executive Producer of Blink Studios. I'd like to also welcome Imad Diratani, the Marketing Director from Mina Mobile, Tim Swain and Phil Griffiths from Nomad Productions to give us a partner perspective on our new home at Yas Island. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Some of you are incredibly familiar faces and some of you are relatively new, but we've worked together so closely over the time since you've joined. And I'm really excited to talk to you about Yas and to see how you feel about it. So I think before we start, if you wouldn't mind just going through and introducing yourself and your company so everyone knows who you are and what you do. Natalie, do you want to start off?
Sure, why not? So basically, my name is Natalie Habib. I'm both partner and executive producer at Blink Studios. We've been partner of 2454 since 2009, and we're very happy to be part of this very milestone period in the history of 2454. So very excited to be part of this panel.
Phil and Tim.
Hello, I'm Phil,
Okay.
and that's Tim. I'm founder of a company called Nomads. We sort of mainly specialize in documentaries and sort of high-end kind of corporate communications strategies and so on. And I'm the kind of wishy-washy kind of creative director type, and Tim's the one who's the sensible grown-up one.
Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Tim. Apparently the sensible grown-up one, but yeah, I work with Phil at Nomad. I'm the MD here, and yeah, I've been working together with 2454 from I think 2014-15 now, and yeah, been a big part of our growth over the years, and a big part of getting our company to where we are today, and yeah, hopefully a big part of our future together as well.
And I think just supporting what Phil said, Tim, you wear many hats. They all seem to be on the wall behind you. So very good. Just a visual reinforcement. Imad.
My name is Imad. Hi, everyone. I'm with Mina Mobile at the moment. We are specialized in game and mobile applications, and much more to come because we started approaching influencers and YouTubers to be part of our future projects. So yeah, and we are being in Abu Dhabi and especially partnered with 244 recently, like a year or more.
Yeah.
And it's really a pleasure to be part of this great community.
Well, I think you've come to the right place. I think the MENA region is full of content creators, and at the heart of it is Abu Dhabi. So, so we're really pleased that you're here with us, Imad. I think starting off with that, actually, one of the biggest achievements that we've had as 2454 is the creation of the freelancer network that we have here. And I think after building this over the past decade, we've hit almost 1,000 freelancers across multiple categories, and that number keeps growing. We've seen incredible growth this year, and Phil and Tim, you'll be very pleased, and Natalie, about this, because a lot of it is in the production space. And we expect the freelancer community and the networking opportunities and the connectivity levels to increase at the new YAS campus. So I wanted to kind of start on this first off, because being the media industry, we really rely on that flexibility of the workforce. And I think, Imad, you actually started out as a freelancer at 2454 and worked with a number of partners. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. Actually, yes, I started as a freelancer when I had to travel like a couple of times outside the country, and that was the step to stay in contact with all the media companies in here. And while I was here as a freelancer, I worked in several projects. One of them was FIFA Club World Cup with Flash Entertainment. It was a great opportunity. Along with that, like, being part of the freelancer pool, it gave me the opportunity to have the access into the creative lab, to the studio, sound studios. Like, I was doing a few films, short films. It was a great experience with the team in here, having all these facilities to support my project, my own project. Working with in the freelance side, it gives me like different opportunities to work on different projects. One of them, as I mentioned, the FIFA Club World Cup was a great project. And most of our team at that time was freelancers that we joined almost over a year or two for that project. And even now, after I joined, and I joined MENA Mobile through the freelancer connection. And also, like, even though now we are recruiting from the freelancer pool, and half of my team right now, we got them from the freelancers.
That's so great. And I think that's, yeah, I think, you know where you came from as part of the community. And I think it gives you a really good understanding of the partners that are around you. And then also the capacity for your business to grow from that quickly when you need it.
It was like a really great to reach quickly, faster, and high-skilled freelancers that they understand the market, they understand what they are doing, and we don't have to look for really long time. The freelancers team, they were really helpful to give us like even to send the and approach the freelancers and exactly what we wanted to in a very short time.
Yeah, and I think the freelance relationship team helped with that too, so which is great. Yeah.
I mean, to add to that, I mean, I would say that that's been an issue in this region in the past is the difficulty with getting quality freelancers and so on. I mean, it's the lifeblood of our industry in that you get jobs and you spike because you need more people. Then you've got to be flexible as a production house, and actually. For us, it's been a game changer, quite frankly. We've been able to remodel our whole business strategy around 2454 freelance model. And I know you guys have always worked closely with us and sort of helped us along the way. And so, yeah, it's been massive for us, to be quite honest with you. And like I say, it is the very essence of being able to operate a successful media industry, which is obviously pretty key, especially in terms of the aspirations of what 2454 have. So I guess the foundations are definitely there. And most of our guys are freelance 2454 these days, aren't they, Tim?
Yeah, like pretty much now. I think for the last couple of years, I think, we've been putting everyone through Abu Dhabi freelance visa process. It's been really, really good. The guys themselves, find the process quite easy, and I think everything, the health insurance, the team down in Abu Dhabi, it's been, as Phil said, it's been a game changer from having to. I think when we started up, it was quite rigid, really, like the employment system and having to take people on full time. And the risk as a small business starting up to constantly having full-time staff when you're working on a lot of project-based stuff, to watching it develop in Abu Dhabi and actually the process get much easier and quicker, and the pool of individuals grow as well. As Phil said, it's really helped us grow our business over the years and operate much more like a production industry would in Europe or the US. And yeah, as I say, there's some real talent there now, and it's been great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think I look at it and I think also having the media zone authority, so the regulator so close to our partners and our business, has really helped enable a flexible environment. So as an industry, when we started, when 2454 started back in 2009, there wasn't a freelancer pool, and we had just small amounts of categories when we did actually kick off the program. And even just now, and this is something you'll appreciate, Natalie, I think, with how your business has grown and changed, is we've actually just added 50 plus new categories in gaming areas. So I remember the times where you'd have, you're a marketing manager, or you have, and they're more traditional careers. Now we have data scientists and esports coaches and all these different categories that are really important to our industry because we grow and change so much. So I think that, how has your business evolved and grown in this space? And, I think that our new partnership with Unity will also help in this, in making sure we've got the right skills in Abu Dhabi to support all our partners as they grow.
Sure. Let me just start by saying that one of the things that I definitely, or Blink Studios definitely appreciates about the partnership with 2454 is the fact that there's always been these very strong partners that have been brought in to enable companies of our size to actually really reap the benefit of working closely with them and collaborating. And that was the truth of the matter for the last 10, 11 years. We've been partners with 2454. I think the way we are progressing as an animation studio who's now growing to get involved in more immersive type of content that resonates with global audiences through digital mediums, that working with companies like Unity is a very essential part of our business. Now, knowing that Unity is going to be part and partial of the campus 42454 is immensely important. I can say that very, very confidently because in the last couple of years, we've been awarded in the US due to the fact that we went further and ahead in immersive storytelling, and we used Unity a lot in our work. And now the strategy and the growth of the company is going to be heading towards using more of that technology. To know that Unity is just 2 blocks away, collaborate, to speak to them, I think is going to take us miles ahead as we move forward with our strategy. More to say that obviously we also rely on freelancers a lot, but there's specific categories like, for example, programmers and renderers who actually use this type of real-time rendering, which we call in our industry. I think these are lacking still in the region, and I think the fact that Unity is coming in to be part of the community and part of the ecosystem is going to either encourage people who have that kind of skill set to come and seek projects that we're going to be initiating, or encourage people to start learning this stuff, which is very important and very key for the progress of whether our company or what's coming in the next 5 years. Because one thing I can definitely assure you is that there is a huge projection that by 2025, everything that's immersive is just going to be an essential utility and part of our devices. So content is going in that direction, and we're happy and excited that Unity is going to be part of the campus. So yeah, it's great. And like I said, 2454 has never failed in bringing on board the right kind of partners, and this is just no exception to that rule.
Oh, that's great. I think it's like you're saying, it's the right mix of ingredients at the moment. There's a huge talent pool of young people who really want to get involved in the industry. It's then all the professionals who've come in who are in the industry, and the partners who are here, and then the strategic partnerships like Unity, and bringing all of those ingredients together to create a sustainable industry moving forward. And that's something that we've been conscious of. I think, Imad, for what you're doing and with Mina Mobile, you've talked about the edutainment and gaming. And I think, how has that changed, and where are you starting to focus now for the talent and skills you're looking for and the people you're looking for?
Actually, we focused more on mobile games, and we have one of our products, very successful mobile games over the strategy in the Middle East, and it's one of the top 10. And supporting the game industry in here is going to give us a huge support and push to accelerate our expanding as a team. Our plan was to reach more than 150 staff members. More than 60% to 70%, they are game developers, and we would hire them. We are really excited about the new location because it's going to give us more space, and the project of supporting the game industry here is going to give us a really great boost to be able to expand in such a manner. Other products that we are working on, which is applications, mobile applications, it's also related to the media, and that being with 254, it also give us the support in finding the workforce, resources, even the content as the animation, 2D, etc. for our applications. So I believe that we are in the right spot, and we are always we always feel that we are not left behind. We are always with anything we need, especially in the game design and the mobile games applications.
Yeah, I think, you know, this is something that we're very conscious of, is making sure that we provide the right infrastructure, we have the right human talent in place, and we have the right partners creating the most important content for people to consume. And I think, you know, we're a successful proof of concept. We've been around a long time. We've slowly grown organically. And as we've grown, we've just found more space to spread into. And we've built a community, even though we've not been in the one location. You know, we've really had to make an effort to see each other and to catch up. And I think, you know, with Yas, talking to all of you about what you need, we've really tried to curate a campus that will give every single person what they need. So whether it's new F&B outlets, you know, our industry is very social. That's how some of the most incredible ideas come into place. I think that work-life balance, you know, having a running track near you where you can go out and just, get a bit of exercise, those happy endorphins come back, and it creates, you know, it releases a block that may be a creative block you've got. I think there's nightlife, you know, so you can actually have a social life and you can live in the environment. And I think, you know, let's be honest, you know, there's a lot of people who have been doing the Abu Dhabi Dubai commute. And I think Yas is actually much closer to Dubai, so it makes it easier for that to happen. But there's also the other element, which is the bottom line. I always look at our business and go, we actually work with creative economists. They're people who work in the creative industries, but bottom line's really important to them, whether that's as a business, but also for the individuals. So we've been working with partners like Aldar to make sure that there's, you know, effective housing and lower cost housing to help the entry-level positions of our industry. How do you, Tim, think that this new location and lifestyle will support your team?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, having walked through the plans with you guys and listened to sort of what's going to be there, I think it's definitely, you know, going to be a massive step forward. Like, obviously the campus, you know, where it is currently is split across a few places across Abu Dhabi. And I just think having everyone in that one place, you know, those chance meetings in the coffee shop or catching up with people that you haven't seen for ages, that's where a lot of new business opportunities happen, or, you know, as you say, ideas happen. And I think, you know, Phil and I were talking about it with some of the younger guys. You know, we've noticed in COVID, it's been quite hard for them working from home because, you know, they need their mentors, they need people around them to sort of bring them on and develop their careers. So I think something like that, having again more people in the same place, you know, together, going through the same type of stuff, I think it's going to make a big difference for sure. And I think it's something that should be a real strength of the campus.
Yeah, I mean, from my side, I mean, I guess the foundations really kind of all brought back to, and speaking completely honestly, and is that really ultimately 2454 wants to, you know, do right by the partners in that, you know, it is genuinely actively trying to always improve things, and there's a genuine kind of motivation to kind of connect people, to enhance businesses and stuff like that. Obviously it's a difficult environment to kind of settle that up, but then that's what I've always like admired about 2454, is that actually the intentions have always been really good. And then now that you've got that campus, then it's a wonderful playground to kind of actually all of that to kind of take place. You know, you can kind of pour rocket fuel on that, so to speak. And yeah, it is a bit tricky, like with people all kind of split up and so on. And I think definitely what this region's begging for is a hub, basically. And I think, like, from having seen the plans and the, like you say, the social element, the kind of ability to go for runs and things like that, I mean, that's massive. And ultimately, creatives are this bunch of unique, well, they think they're unique anyway, misfits who, you know, like access to, you know, a bit of fun and activity and stuff like that. And so that side of it is just as important as the office space, quite frankly. So it's really good that's been thought of. And yeah, it's actually genuinely exciting. Can you just hurry up and finish it?
You've seen Maha just shared everything, so we're pretty close. And I think, you know, I'm pretty excited about the waterfront, you know, being close to the water and having the pier front dining. And I feel like it's been our aspiration for such a long time. And for me as well, it's like a dream, seeing it and having it happen, and going to site visits and knowing the potential and what we're curating. It's very exciting. I think, Imad, you've mentioned you've got a lot of team who live in Dubai. Do you think this location will help the employees actually achieve a better work-life balance and maybe relocate themselves to Abu Dhabi, because it's a really nice lifestyle here?
Exactly. Half of our team are based in Dubai at the moment, and it's going to be a great opportunity for them if they will move to Abu Dhabi, and it's going to be either they can stay in Dubai and will be closer to the location, or they can move over there, because I know Gas and the area is stunning. So I think it's going to be like a really tempting for them to move in here. It will be like really saving times and efforts to drive every day in the morning and leaving the work. So this is one of the things. And also we have lots of business trips that people, they might leave directly from the office into the airport. And I believe that will shorten all the hassle going out and coming in. We will receive like lots of guests over the coming year. And I believe that will be also one of the hassles that's going to save time and efforts to have guests.
We're very close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's great. I think, you know, some of you have also talked about flexible workspaces as your businesses grow for projects and then scale back down again, etc. And that was something we were very conscious of in designing it. So we've created communal areas, dedicated freelancer areas, coffee shops, and, you know, just more of a lifestyle. And I think, Nat, you were talking earlier about Blink Studios being a digital operation, and you know, how flexible workspaces are really great and working from home is great, but it's nice to have a bit more of a core.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, it's great to be digitally empowered in today's world and to be able to work from anywhere without having to interrupt your work daily chores or tasks. But there is also a very important part of working together as a team or working with others, which is to actually see one another, to sit with one another, to talk to one another. That's not going to be replaced. That's a natural human way of connecting and creating and actually getting inspired to do more and to do better. And I think the fact that we have now a place that is so diverse, first and foremost, not only in terms of the type of people that are there, but in the type of workspaces that you've described. I think to that note, every workspace might inspire a different sort of an idea, a different sort of a project, a different sort of an opportunity of networking with someone. And I think that's critically important, because if nothing else, the one thing that we have unfortunately lost in the last year is that aspect, networking with people, just to know what's going on, just to see if there is a haphazard opportunity that we could be working together. And the fact that that's going to be part of the hub and a central part of it, I think is a massively essential and critical part of the community. Now, needless to mention that 2454 has always placed a lot of effort to try and create those various types of community activities, which we participated in on so many occasions. But now the fact that it can happen organically and naturally, just because you exist as part of the community, just because you are there, I think is a massive important thing. Also, not to mention that the Middle East in general needs that sort of a culture, needs that sort of a place where, you know, people of interesting minds, of great ideas, who want to exchange different sorts of things can actually gather and talk to one another in this kind of place that is wide and spacious and very welcoming for different types of peoples with different type of creative or innovative talent. So I think kudos to you for having thought through this part of the community, because I've read about it, and I think it's definitely for us as a company, whether small or big, that's the core of what's going to be our success. So thank you for that.
I think the industry itself is our priority, and that's the most important thing, making sure we can support and accommodate no matter what size of business you are, or even as an independent operator. We're here to support and help your business grow. I think this year, I'm not sure it's turned out exactly as I expected based on what clicked over on December 31 last year. But I just wanted to ask you all, before we finish, after this unprecedented year, what does your future look like for each of your companies, and what are your hopes moving forward?
Let me go and start by saying I think the future is bright, regardless of all the circumstances. I have managed to create for myself a very positive outlook. And every time it got worse, I'd get more positive.
Your smile gets bigger.
Every time it got worse, I'd wake up in the morning, I'm like, no way, I'm getting more positive about this. So I think if anything else, I've created a very hard positive shell, and I definitely believe that the future is bright. I definitely believe that there is hope, that the future is going to be different in a good way. I think what really matters is for us to embrace change. I think if we don't do that, regardless our age, background, experience, education, we need to understand that change is the essential part of trying to live through what we are going through right now. And I believe that what you guys are doing right now with the campus is going to invite that kind of spirit, which is very important for the ecosystem to actually thrive and to actually grow and to become something that is impactful, that will actually resonate on a global level, not only on a local level or a regional one. Having said this, what I also hope will happen, and I definitely really, I mean, we're setting our mark that this is going to happen, is that there's going to be more attraction for people to come and support ideas and businesses that come out of this part of the world, which means I hope the hub becomes an attraction to funding, to investors, big and small, private, government, whatever you may call it. Because if nothing else, I think there's going to be a lot of noise made about trying to be innovational, creative, and trying to push the bar on a lot of things. And if that's sort of like married, or let's say matched with the right kind of support and resources, I think wonders will start coming out of the new Yas Hub for 2454. That's my belief and thought on this.
I can tell you, when we're on campus and I'm having a rough day, I'm going to call you, Nat.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee, quick, downstairs. I think so, every morning. We can just all...
Positive therapist. Everybody keeps calling me. It's like, please give me a dose of what you're on. And I'm like,
That's right. Imad, what's the future look like for you?
This year was a bit tough, but however, we knew that things will be better, and we prepared everything to kick off later on at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year. And with the support of the youth support from 2454, we just launched our campaign for Bustan, the kids application with the superstar Nancy Ajram over the Middle East. We had the first day more than 600,000 viewership on her account, on our account, and with the support of 2454 social media people, we got a really huge campaign just started right now. In the future, also, we are launching a new AR game, and it will be not only in the Middle East, it's going to hit Europe, North America, and Asia, and will be like one of the biggest project in Abu Dhabi, because the final round and the final event will happen in Abu Dhabi, and of course all that success will never happen without support from 244. So the future is bright, and we are expanding. Even the year it's at the end, but we just started with you guys.
I think we hit pause for part of the year and we can just restart. I think that's a good way of looking at it.
If we can fast forward.
That's right. That's exactly right, to the good stuff. Phil, Tim, what are your thoughts? What's happening with Nomad?
Actually really bizarre for us, because I think when it first happened, we were like, right, if we survive, that's a win. But actually, we're very fortunate, really. We've got great clients. I guess our reputation is kind of in that place at the moment that we've been really, really busy. I mean, there's obviously lots of stories to be told, and so I'm pretty much camped out on the front line at the moment. I think I've had 30 odd COVID tests or something, like doing various documentaries and so on. But yeah, like I say, we've been really lucky. And in terms of the future, I mean, look, this is good, because what this place is missing, I don't see why the UAE and Abu Dhabi should be kind of looking out to the rest of the world. Actually, for me, this should be a launch pad for companies like all of ours to take on the world, rather than, because a big gripe of mine over here is that, whenever there's like a big job, more often than not, they'll bring in somebody from the US or the UK or something like that. They don't understand the structure. They don't understand. They're not actually no better than the quality that is over here. And I think actually by bringing everybody together, putting them in the right arena, I think it gives everybody an opportunity for a much brighter future, because I just think the talent is here, and the capabilities are here, and it's a case of just having that opportunity to, I suppose, announce ourselves. And I think that this will be what is required. As you were saying, you've got freelancers that, Dubai, coming to Abu Dhabi. I think this is where people will come to live, like Yas is a cool place to live. And the fact that you're looking at things like the low cost housing and stuff like that, that's what will create the ecosystem, simple as. So yeah, in terms of us personally, I just hope that we carry on, and yeah, it's not luck.
Telling your stories. I mean, if anything, the world has taught us this year, people want to hear about other people. People want to consume, and people are more likely now to spend the time consuming. So the more stories, the more content, the more games, the more, it's been incredible to see these areas thrive and in some cases grow, incredibly. I mean, we've had partners on campus say, actually, I need to expand. I've been inundated, the e-learning, the gaming areas, the film, the content, the animation, there is this need for that consumption. And I think content makes people feel connected. And I think it also, with some of the big streaming giants, etc., they've broken down barriers. I remember in Australia, the only time I ever saw a foreign film was at a boutique cinema that was, tagged as international films, and you could only see them occasionally. Now it's on my TV all day, every day. Yeah. It's really made content accessible to all, and there's no barriers to whatever you want to consume if the story is good quality and if there's a real heart and soul to what the story you're telling. So I think that's really important, and I think you're right, Phil. I think this has brought people together to understand that global barriers can be broken down too. We have incredible content, incredible partners in the zone. And I think, we're very lucky, and you can see the partners. I mean, Natalie, we started our first production together, Driver Dan Story Train, and it was on Sabibi's for years as #1, and I think to have that as a starting point, I think is an incredible base to work from. So I think we have an incredible future, and I think Abu Dhabi is fraught with opportunities, and it's making sure we as an industry grab hold of it and really take hold of the support the government offers as well. They've identified this industry as a key supporter for growth and a key industry to watch, and they know how critical it is for their stories here to be told as well, and that's what we're relying on the community to do too. So I just wanted to say thank you for you all for joining us today. Imad, Natalie, Tim and Phil, thank you all. 2454 wouldn't be what it is today without all of you and the remainder of our community. I love walking through the campus and seeing everyone. We can't wait to welcome you to YAS next year. I can't believe I'm saying next year. And it's so close to our birthday. We'll all be moving in, so that's incredibly exciting. We've got incredible announcements coming up throughout the year, so stay tuned as the development reaches completion. And from all of us here at 2454 and the YAS Creative Hub, thank you. And thanks for joining us, and goodbye.
Cool.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We took the first steps on this journey over 10 years ago. In that time, we've seen our creative world grow, transform, take giant leaps, so exponentially that it's awe-inspiring to appreciate just how far we've come. Now we're igniting a new chapter,
Thank you.
شكرا.
Shukran. Thank you.
شكرا.
and it's all thanks to you, our community, with its visionaries and pioneers driving us forward.
It's for you that we're building this home, for the future of your spark.
For all the ideas that will continue to evolve the infinite possibilities of creativity. For decades to come.
We can't wait to see what you'll do next at YAS Creative Hub.
We've asked you here to reveal our exciting new home for the 2454 community, which we are calling the YAS Creative Hub. This is a development that not only is set to double the size of a thriving creative sector, but will forever change the industry here as we know it.
We are very close to completing phase 1 of our new home, the home of media and entertainment in Abu Dhabi.
This is 2454's campus, but it's also your campus. You created it. We are merely here to facilitate and support your business needs.
Thank you.
شكرا.
Shukran. Thank you.
شكرا.
And I can't wait to see you there.